If you're someone who has a hard time accepting hard truths, nothing is going to change until you work on being receptive to hard truths. And if you're someone that's on the defensive end every time, or if you're someone who likes to lie to yourself to help you feel better about your situation, you're you're in trouble. Okay? So you're gonna start having to keep it real with yourself. And you're gonna have to be open to constructive criticism. Now, I understand that we all get defensive about something, but I notice that when I do, I'll check myself. Like, you know what I'm saying, within a minute or two of that, conversation I'm having with someone, and I'll let my guard down. I'm like, you know what, let me calm down a little bit. You got me worked up, and yes, you know what, you're right, or there's definitely some truth to what you're saying. I have to work on it. I had a friend that told me that I need to work on my time management. And I got a little defensive without having to even, verbalize anything. I just thought to myself, like, well, is she coming for me? Like, I know you're not coming for me because I think that I'm pretty good with my time management. But when I thought about it, like, later on, like, I would say, like, later on, meaning like a couple of days later, I noticed that I was not good with my time management. Okay. I was like, pretty much like I had too much stuff like scheduled within my day, and I was pretty much running late for a lot of things. And I was like, you know what? I do need to work on my time management. And I said to my friend later, I was like, you know what? You were right about what you said. But at the time when she addressed me with that, I just listened to her. I didn't say anything. But I had to come back and say, you know what? You were right about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on that. So, and we just have to be, just open to what someone is trying to tell us, even if we don't want to hear it. Because sometimes people can tell us something to save our lives. I'm going to give you another example. Just say that you went to the doctor and you were diagnosed with diabetes. And that's just a hard pill for you to swallow. But you listen to the doctor and you say, okay, I'm going to make some adjustments. I'm going to make some changes, but you don't make any adjustments or changes. You're continuing down the path of eating junk food. You're not exercising. You're just pretty much just living how you were living before you got the diagnosis. Okay. And just say a family member checks you about, your eating habits, and they're getting on your case about it, but they're not being rude, or disrespectful. They're just telling you like, hey, you know what the doctor told you, and I'm just concerned about your health. And then you get really defensive about it. You don't want to listen to what they have to say, and your response is, well, I'm going to die anyway. Okay, this is the thing. You never have to accept what you believe is your fate. Just because you received a diagnosis from the doctor does not mean that it's the end of your life. I do believe that there is a solution to every problem. Okay? But if you just give up and you just throw the towel in and you feel like your life is over, then pretty much it is over because you have decided to give up. Okay? We have to learn to face our struggles and our fears. That's the only way you're going to be able to get ahead in life. Okay? It keeps you stagnant if you're not willing to work through anything. So you have to keep it real with yourself at some point. Don't just live life saying, okay, I'm fine. I got a diagnosis and I don't believe that I'm going to die from this disease. I don't believe that this disease could be my fate. Okay? It can be if you choose to do nothing about it. And I'm going to give you another example. My mom was diagnosed with MS at the age of 16. And she lived her life not claiming it. Okay? So when I would bring it up to her sometimes, like, hey, mom, like, you got to start eating healthier. Like, you can't eat too much of that. In fact, you shouldn't eat that at all because of the MS. Oh, I don't claim that. And that's how I've been getting by all these years because I haven't claimed my MS. See, my thing is, if you don't acknowledge something that could potentially break your body down or take your life, then eventually that's what it's going to do over time. But if you adopt a healthy eating regimen, start working out, just, thinking positive and just trying to be the best version of yourself, okay, at all times, then you have a chance at overcoming anything. Now, I was listening to Montel Williams during an interview, and he said, I have MS. MS does not have me, okay? He eats healthy, exercises, and he is not allowing his disease to take over, okay? He's taking over the disease. And that's the mindset that we have to have. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, stay blessed.